Hey, what up? It's me. I'm back. It's Keith. We're talking. Sorry, not sorry, but the titles of the videos are going to be a little tricky for certain topics, for certain reasons. But bear with us. There has been, in lieu of some research I was doing on BORAX, I'm not with our president and how he has suggested cleaner or disinfectant internally. And then some people were like, it's code. Some people were like, yo, he's an idiot. Some people actually drank. Some dude drank isopropyl alcohol and died, I think. So it's already getting a little intense out there. The hell is that? But I did want to bring something to attention that should be brought to attention. I always forget to hit the friggin' button. I always forget to hit the mute button. Okay, we're unmuted. What's up, Smith? How's it going? We're still going live at 7 tonight. This is something I just wanted to pop in and shout out real quick. Suan. I was doing some research on borax. Borax clears the pineal gland. It binds to sodium fluoride in the blood, in water, in the brain to produce a chemical called I can't find it. Where'd it go? Okay, so let me read something to you real quick on borax and the pineal gland. The pineal gland is an endocrine gland that secretes hormones into the bloodstream. Resembles a small pine cone and is located between the right and left hemispheres of the brain. It's not protected by the blood-brain barrier. It says that fluoride doesn't accumulate in the brain, and the brain actually has the lowest concentration of fluoride of all the tissues in the body, except prior to the blood going into the right and left hemisphere. It passes through the pineal gland, which doesn't have the blood barrier, which scientists are speculating could be why there's such a high concentration of fluoride in the pineal gland. Check this out. Parts of the pineal gland become calcified with hydroxylapatite crystals. Hydroxylapatite crystals. The high concentration of fluoride in the pineal gland stems from this calcification. The high concentration of fluoride in the pineal gland is likely due to the large surface area of the hydroxylapatite crystals that attract fluoride. They attract fluoride. It says the hydroxylapatite crystallites in the pineal gland have the highest concentrations of fluoride in the body, ranging from 9,000 to 12,000 parts per million, which is on par and even higher than fluoride levels in the bones of people with skeletal fluorosis. It goes on further to say the high calcification and fluoridation of the pineal gland is concerning because of its disruption. God, that was hard to say. Disruption of the pineal gland functions. National Research Council releases a report indicating fluoride is likely to cause decreased melatonin production and to have other effects on normal pineal function. Tons of sources if you guys want to get into it. But a quick Google search should pull it up for you guys. Or maybe not too quick, but relatively quick. The thing with fluoride is it's in our tap water. And it's deemed safe at, I don't know, they changed the rules, but when I did my studies on water fluoridation back in college, it was, I think, 9 parts per million fluoride in the drinking water. The idea was to keep teeth clean and get rid of cavities. However, fluoride doesn't leave the body, it accumulates. So yeah, drinking a glass full of water that contains fluoride in it isn't in and of itself that bad. It doesn't have necessarily lasting impacts, but over the course of your entire life, your toothpaste that you brush into your gums that goes straight into the bloodstream, all the water you drink, all the showers you take, all the baths that you take, this is all fluoride pouring out of the faucet. Some places are higher than others also, by the way. Anywho, fluoride binds to borax. Oh yeah, I don't want to get too far into borax and how it works. What I wanted to talk about was our homeboy El Presidente, who mentioned getting light into the skin, getting disinfectant into the skin, under the skin. Borax is sold as a laundry detergent, something that cleans your laundry. But it's not a detergent itself, it's not a cleaner itself. Borax, sodium pentahydrate, I think is what it's called, is a naturally occurring mineral that's mined in California and Turkey and other parts of the world, but we have a lot of it here. And the study that I was reading says there is no fatal dose, even though on the box it says that it's toxic. Let me see. Let me pull this up for you guys real quick. Fluoride and borax, the official resistance. That's awesome. Yada yada yada. Studies show boron removes fluoride from the body. Food and substance containing boron. The consumption of borax, a commercial supply of boron, has been shown in studies to be safe at high doses. However, borax is not a whole food, and if used, should be used as a short-term fluoride detox. Though people have successfully used borax daily without incident. This information is stated for informational purposes. The use of whole foods is recommended in healing the body. Lots of sources again. Lots of the study of antidotes for fluorine, boron as the antidote for fluoride. Effect of borax in treatment of skeletal fluorosis, 1987. Medline Plus boron. Actually, let me pull up. Hey, it's 4:32. I found it curious, y'all. I found it curious that we have another, and I wasn't doing digging for boron to look up what our president had to say. I just was doing research on borax because it's been coming up a lot, and I've been meaning to get back on my borax regime. And I was thinking, oh my God, that's right. Borax is a cleaner, and we ingest it, or it's commercially sold as a cleaner, and we ingest it to remove fluoride, sodium fluoride from the body. And thought it was worth mentioning to the squad. Eternal Butterfly, 888, what's cracking? Olivia Yancey, new subscriber. Hello, take your shoes off, stay a while, introduce yourself. Everyone say hello to Olivia. Give her or him a warm welcome. Salavi, nice to see you. Pandora, nice to see you. Olivia Yancey, Eternal. Where are we at? Oh, just pinching the water. Okay, sorry if you guys are experiencing buffering issues. It says our stream connection is healthy, but yeah. Also, everyone hit the like button so that the notification can be broadcasted to more of the following. I'm assuming that's why like 5 to 10% of the subscribers get notifications. Even if they ring the bell, people are hitting me up saying, Keith, I'm not getting your notifications. So I would appreciate it if you guys hit the like button so that it could crank the video up in the algorithm. That being said, how do you guys feel about that? What's good? What's good? Or any of you doing research after this goes live and you're in the comment section, like what are you thinking? Trump dropping bombs, getting the body with light UV, kills things, kills bacteria, kills funguses, kills viruses, kills almost all microbes to a certain degree, even the good ones. But I don't know, that borax, man, you guys got to get on that. I'm gonna start. It came in the mail today. That's why I was doing some research. But that fluoride accumulates in the soft tissue, especially the pineal gland, is unreal. Especially if you're into spirituality, and many people claim that the pineal gland is the seat of the soul. It's the cockpit of the soul in the human body. The pineal gland produces dimethyltryptamine. DMT is produced by the pineal gland. Melatonin produced by the pineal gland. Some other things, I'm not sure what else is produced by the pineal gland. But if the whole thing is calcified by these crystals, what the hell are these crystals called? Hydroxylapatite. And they form crystals that increase the surface area of your pineal gland, which increases the surface area of fluoride, since fluoride has an affinity for this hydroxylapatite. But the fluoride binds to it, and you pass it through your urine. Let me read a couple other things. Fluoride poisoning is a serious issue that results in weakened bones and weakened teeth and brain damage. Researchers have been searching for different ways to remove fluoride from the body to combat skeletal and dental fluorosis and fluoridation of the pineal gland. The research has led to the use of boron, which has been used in removing fluoride from calcified tissue, where 99% of the fluoride resides. Boron is a natural mineral that exists in the environment and in food, and the body uses trace amounts of the mineral to support homeostasis, which is basically maintaining your temperature and maintaining the happy medium of all your bodily functions. It also transports calcium and regulates the uptake of calcium, and magnesium, which also has a lot to do with vitamin D and how the body basically distributes calcium throughout the body, which is funny because that's the first thing we see that goes when someone has fluorosis. The mottled teeth, your bones break apart, your teeth fall out and they start to rot and they get pitted because your body can't utilize the calcium. Your bones break down. So this Markovich and Stanley initiated studies in 1942 on identifying antidotes for fluorine. Their evidence revealed that boric acid, a compound derived from boron, which is in borax, and boron pentahydrate, I think is the name. There's a bunch of names. Sodium borate had value as an antidote because it combined with fluoride to form a fluoborate that could be excreted in urine, which is exactly what happens when you sprinkle borax into a glass of water. It binds. There's a chemical reaction that happens with the fluoride, creates a new, more stable compound that your body excretes in urine. J. Elsar and his fellow researchers noted in their study that boron increased urinary fluoride excretion. Zhao and his colleagues showed borax, a commercial supply of boron, which is what I'm talking about, borax, increased urinary fluoride excretion. They experimented with doses of 300 milligrams, 600 milligrams, 900 milligrams, and 1100 milligrams, all for 15 days. The Their best results came with the 1100 milligram a day dosage, and this came with no harm to liver or kidney function, which is interesting because if you look up WebMD and boron, it says not to ingest it. On the box it says do not induce vomiting, call a poison control center immediately type of thing, but the studies are showing otherwise. Of course, there's tons of food with boron inside of it. What are some of the things? Tons of avocados, prunes, raisins, almonds, hazelnuts, dates. Yeah, you guys. Iodine helps as well. You know what's also helps detox food is tamarind. You guys ever eaten tamarind? It's a super potent fluoride detox. Borax is also a good heavy metal detox too in general, you guys. I don't know too much information on the specifically the heavy metals or how it works in the body, etc. I haven't done that digging, and but that being said, do your own research as always. Don't take my word as law. Always do your own research. Get the box that you see at the grocery store. They specifically tested that one. The 20 mule is the one they tested with these studies. They referred specifically to that one. But as long as it's pure borax, boron pentahydrate, I think is what it's called. There's like 4 or 5 names for it. Again, do some Googling, do some research. It's a naturally occurring mineral mined from California and from Turkey and other parts of the world. I guess this is useful for you guys because if you guys are meditating, if you're going on walks, if you're eating healthy, if you're keeping your dream journals, if you're buying all these supplements to enhance cognitive function, enhance dreams, enhance this, enhance that, but our most spiritually prominent organ, the pineal gland, is harboring tens of thousands of, like 12,000 parts per million of fluoride, it's not doing us any good, or it's doing us very, very minimal good. You gotta tap in. Not to mention your bones will be stronger, your teeth will be stronger, the homeostasis of your body will be better, which is another word of saying like your hormone regulation will be more stable, your energy will be more stable, your moods will be more stable. That's what they refer to when they talk about homeostasis. But yeah, I mean, check this out. The hydroxyl apatite crystals in the pineal gland have the highest concentrations of fluoride in the body, ranging from 9,000 to 12,000 parts per million. Even the water that you're getting in your tap water is, if it's less than 10 parts per million, they consider it safe. Anything above that is toxic. The amount that you put on your toothpaste, for example, the pea-sized amount of toothpaste that you're supposed to use, if you ingest that, it says on your toothpaste box. If you ingest more than the recommended usage, contact your poison control center immediately. And we're brushing our fucking teeth with these things. Darn, I cussed again. I think I just lost the ads on this video. Oh well, I get excited on these things. I got to be careful with that. But who cares? Point is, if they're finding 9,000 parts per million fluoride in the pineal gland on the surface of these crystals that form in your pineal gland as a result of the fluoride, God knows what the hell is going on to your average person. How hindered can you be if this is what's going on in your brain? What potential is being lacked? I mean, I went balls deep on water fluoridation. I wrote my master's thesis proposal on it, and it was like linked to lowered IQ levels. One of the doctors, this is a theory, he wasn't able to prove it conclusively, but his theory was or his question was, why do people lose creativity creativity drops significantly at adolescence? And he was trying to figure out why. And one of his things was, we're slamming children with fluoride. Not to mention, kids don't know how to brush their teeth well, and they probably swallow half the shit anyways. You take a bath, fluoride. You take a shower, you get hot, your pores open up, you're sucking in more fluoride. You're brushing your teeth all the time, you're sucking in fluoride. You cook your food with tap water, you're sucking in fluoride. You can't boil. Oh wait, can you? You can steam distill water, and the steam distillation comes out fluoride free. But if you're boiling your food inside of it, the fluoride stays behind in the water. It's not like you can boil out fluoride. You can't boil out metals. You can boil out chlorine, right? It's volatile chemicals can be boiled off, but not metals, y'all. So I still take a shower in a regular shower, so I'm sucking in the fluoride every time I take a shower. But that's it at this point. I don't cook with tap water. I don't ever drink tap water. Whenever I run my distillations, I use filters, but my filters don't remove fluoride. But I distill my things, so I'm using the distilled water anyway, so it's not in the distillation. But I don't know, man. It's just throwing it out there, hoping the homies could help. Hoping it could help the homies. Ooh, Raven Priestess, thanks for the what do you call it? Super chat. Thanks for the super chat. I'm glad it helps. Tamarind is Dr. Sebi's tree. Tamarind is, oh man, it's such a good fruit to eat too. Like, Mexicans love it. If you guys grow up in the Southwest and you were exposed to Mexican candy, Mexicans make every candy on the shelf imaginable is some form of tamarindo. They call it tamarindo, mixed with sugar, salt, and chili to some varying degree. My son uses it to make slime. I saw that. I don't know how you make. What I want to do, you guys, is make borax, a giant borax crystal, because borax is a crystal. Check this out. Hold on, borax, to show you guys. But as you guys know, when you grind up a crystal, you can regrow it by, it's been a while since high school chemistry, but you create a super saturated solution, heat it up, let it cool off, and the crystals start to reform into one giant crystal. And I would like to make one, because that would be cool as fuck. Basically, you do. Oh, never mind. I can't do screen share. I forgot. I didn't launch this with Zoom. Never mind. You guys can look it up on your own, though. I'll give you a link. Here's your link. Oh, $5. Yeah. Oh, you're on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube.
Well, that makes sense. I was wondering too.
You gotta make sure you hold on, you guys. You gotta swipe it up to the front. Because you were way back here.
What I'm trying to do with it. How do you try to do that? Create a film, because that's what Frank used to be able to do. See when it does it all the time.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it does this all the time.
Try logging into YouTube like regularly, not through that, and then try to go back in the room. Maybe that might help. Button. Yeah. Apple cider vinegar, charcoal. Yeah. But I might cut it at that, y'all. We're gonna cook some dinner and do some things. Plus, we have that live at 7 tonight in a few hours. We're hosting someone else on the insert ad. I can manually insert ads into my live videos. That's crazy. All right, let me catch up with you guys' comments real quick. Give me a second. Sorry if I'm. Everyone hit the like button for me. Appreciate it. What happens when a person does not dream at all? I don't know. Aliens, maybe? Do you not dream at all? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if it'll help with anxiety and panic attacks, Smith. You can give it a shot. I don't know. I have no. They haven't tested it. The things I've seen tests for involve bone density and bone structure and stuff like that. Not necessarily other psychological elements. But I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Smith. Alchemy of Life, thoughts on BORAX, boron. Alchemy is in here. Hey, Alchemy, what's cracking? Vaccines already contain disinfectants. Yeah, I know. They contain thermosol. Thermosol is a disinfectant, and formaldehyde is a disinfectant, and both those things are are inside of the shots that help you get rid of diseases. I was done blood magic on me as an infant. Can I reverse it? I start your channel on the same research. Hitesh, anything can be reversed. Look into it. I'm not a specialist in spiritual warfare. The guy who's coming on the live tonight is an expert in spiritual warfare. So, or I wouldn't say he's an expert in spiritual warfare, but he did say it was one of the things he'd be down to talk about. So he's at least well versed in it. So bring your guys' questions tonight. He wants to talk. I would want to talk pyramid science with him. Spiritual warfare are two things he dropped off out of the gates, and it sounds like he wants to build his own community, or he might already have a community. I'm excited to get him on the channel. You guys have his name's popped up recently in the chat room, but definitely bring your questions and whatnot. Borat instead of BORAX, eternal butterfly. Hey, sometimes if you had more BORAX in your life, the message would have came through clear. That's what I'm saying. We're getting our messages muddled with that fluoride. Tamarine, I was just catching up with you guys' comments too. Apple cider vinegar, yeah, but the thing with activated charcoal, apple cider vinegar, and stuff like that for decalcifying the pineal, that may work, but there's a ton of evidence, chemically sound evidence, and lots of papers on how borax binds to where we at. Sodium, no, that's sodium borate. That's sodium tetraborate. Sodium borate. There's lots of information and evidence on how that helps. So if you want to do your apple cider vinegars, that's great. Charcoal, that's great. Of course, charcoal is a huge binder of heavy metals and poisons and toxins and things. But there's a ton of information on borax. So at least that is sound, you know what I mean? Backed by things. Sharwatch, I can count how many dreams that I remember on one hand. That's awful. I'm assuming you've tried supplementing and dream journaling, like writing your dreams down every night. And here's a good thing for you guys who are having trouble dreaming. Slam like a liter of water before you go to bed and go to sleep with a notebook and a pen in your hand or your phone next to you so you can record a voice message. And for the love of God, write down everything you remember as soon as you wake up. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care how much you think you'll remember the dream when you wake up. None of that. Don't fool yourself. Slam a pint of water or a few pints of water before bed. You will wake up in the middle of the night, and you will most likely wake up in the middle of a dream. It'll be fresh in your mind, even if it's just one thing. Oh, I was in a stadium. Write that down. You were in a stadium. How did it feel? Were you happy? Was it sad? Was it emotionless? It was a stadium, there was no emotion. Write that down. I was in a stadium, there was no emotion. There was a sky, there wasn't a sky. The stadium was floating in space, or it was surrounded by fields. Like, as much detail, as much feeling as you can. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, people don't dream all the time, as often as others do. Of course, you can train that. Of course, some people dream more than others without having to do anything. Some people lucid dream constantly, and they've never dreamed journaled in their life. It's just, you know what I mean? The spectrum's all over the place. It just means you have to work harder for the dreams. So don't give up. Yeah, from my research, food grade stuff is all the food grade stuff is someone comes in there to the facility and goes, okay, they're not using any crazy chemicals to create this stuff. But sodium borate is a naturally occurring mineral. You know what I mean? It's mined, it's bagged, it's shipped, and it's used. So it's all pretty much food grade, even if it lacks the food grade title. You know what I mean? But of course, again, do your own research, and if you're more comfy getting the food grade stuff, by all means, get the food grade stuff. Just try not to pay a fortune for it if you don't have to, you know? Because I would imagine that someone goes, oh, people are using this to detox, I'm gonna get mine food grade safe and double the price and start slanging that shit, you know what I mean? So shots fired. You recording on Zoom tonight? Should I run Zoom tonight? I'm gonna run Zoom tonight for sure. For sure. I'll be recording. All the lives are recorded, I believe, right? You guys having trouble seeing the old lives? Yeah, Smith had an amazing dream last night. Definitely see what's up with BORAX. Yeah, see what's up. Yeah, that's cheap. Boxes of Mule 20 for $5. It's awesome. I just pass out, no dreams. Well, that's just one thing, Shaw Sykes. I haven't, as far as dreams go, mugwort's a good dream one. Mexican dream herb is a good one. African dream root is a good one. But I stand by dream journaling to be the most powerful tool that anyone has. It's not the most talked about because, as most things are, you can't really profit on someone keeping a dream journal because it doesn't cost anything. Though some people are selling dream journals as a way to profit. No, I'm not against profit. I love making profit. But it's not given as much credit as you would think. So, start your journal. Find a plant that works for you. I have on my Etsy shop a lucid dreaming spagyric tincture, which is a sort of special type of alchemical extract, and I use mugwort and Mexican dream herb. It tastes horrendous because the Mexican dream herb Calea zacatachichi is the most bitter plant you'll ever taste. But it works. For the most part, it works. But like I said, if you're not doing your dream journaling, then you're not going to remember the dreams anyways, or you're not going to have, your mind isn't going to be trained. It's not going to be wired to receive the dreams, to access the dreams, to be consciously aware of the dreams while they're happening, you know. Also take into consideration how conscious you are in the real world, because how conscious you are in the real world affects how conscious you are in the dream world, and vice versa. So whatever you can do in the physical world will influence the dream realm. So keep that in mind also. It tastes fine. Agent Smith says it tastes fine. I drink it all the time. I hate when people take the tincture. Someone left a review, and it was not a negative review, but it had a negative feel to it, and they were complaining about the taste of it. And in the description, I was like, yo, take this to make your dreams become more vivid and remember them more. Like, you're not taking this to fucking so that it tastes good, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I found that when I do mix it with things, for me, it could be all in my head, but it doesn't work as good when I mix it with things, except for chocolate. People say that if you have a bite of chocolate after it, that it tastes pretty good, and I found that to work, and the dreams work at the same time. So, yeah, suck it up. If you guys want to dream, you got to put in the work. You could make a dream journal channel. You talk all things dreams and dream journaling. That could be it. That'd be a dope one, Alchemy. We should do that. Let's do a little partnered channel. But anywho, I'm out. Thanks for chilling. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Thanks for sticking around. Peace out.